Hi, this is Eva Cartman, host of the Dream Big podcast show, the place to go to learn, laugh, and grow. One of the most talked about books of 2020 is Greenlights by one of the greatest actors on the planet, Matthew McConaughey. At the center of his book is this analogy of green lights and how you can catch more of them on your life's journey. The more I have listened to Matthew talk about the concept, the more I realize that this is the perfect analogy to share with all you big dreamers too. You ready to find out how to catch more green lights in your life? You know what time it is? It's time to dream big.
My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there, and we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the big dreamers, and it's time to dream big.
Before we dive into this week's content, here's some jokes from Silly Sophia.
What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. Why did Dracula lie in the wrong coffin? He made a grave mistake.
Thank you, Sophia. You can probably all relate to the feeling of needing to get somewhere and being in the car with your parents, and they seem to hit every red light along the way. And you think to yourself, what's going on today? Why can't we catch a green light? And then there are some days when you do the same drive and don't hit a single red light. The great actor Matthew McConaughey has made the simple yet very powerful analogy of Greenlight the title of his new memoir, which has been one of the most celebrated books of the year. I've listened to Matthew discuss the analogy on his book tour, and as you know, I absolutely love when complex subjects can be broken down into a memorable analogy that we can all relate to. As Matthew describes it, green lights symbolize advancing, moving forward. Green lights say yes and give us what we want. While we love green lights, we don't like yellow or red lights. Why? They tell us to slow down, that we need to stop. They break our momentum. Again, think about when you're trying to get somewhere and you hit a red light. It can be frustrating, right? But here's the most important part of the analogy. According to Matthew, it's the red light that often gives us what we need. As I've shared over and over again, and as my guests have often related, your road to achieving your big dreams in life will not be easy. It will not be straight, and certainly won't be fast. If you think of your life as driving a car on the road as the road to your big dreams, you know that you're not going to hit every green light. You will lose your direction and go down the wrong path. Have to stop and maybe even turn around. And that's okay. But that does not mean that we should ride the road of life without being present and without doing our best to catch as many green lights as possible. Matthew shares that catching green lights is about skill and about timing. You can be more intentional in your driving, speed up when necessary to make a light, and also slow down when you see a red light up ahead so you don't have to come to a complete stop and the light will be green by the time you get there. But I think the most beautiful part in Matthew's analogy is when you realize this is the road of life and that you will hit red lights. You'll actually be able to look in the rear view mirror and realize that the past red lights often lead us to the green light. It's from our failures and setbacks, it's from the tough times that we are able to find new possibilities and choose a better path. I'd like to thank Matthew McConaughey for sharing this beautiful analogy with the world, and now by extension, all you big dreamers. I hope to one day interview Matthew about Greenlights and about his incredible life's journey. If one of you big dreamers know or have a connection to Matthew McConaughey, please let him know that we will definitely give him the green light to be a guest on the Dream Big podcast. In the meantime, think about how the Greenlights analogy can apply in your own life. I know the whole world felt like it hit a major red light this year with COVID and the global pandemic. Many of us have been forced into a new daily routine and a way of life. In much of the world, including California where I live, schools are still not open. How can we look back next year and see 2020 as a year that was taking us to the next green light? What new skills can you learn this year? What new experiences can you be grateful for? I've learned random skills like how to ride a unicycle. Like many of you, I've become a master of Zoom and breakout rooms. And since I haven't been able to see all my classmates, I've been able to spend more time with a few of my closest friends, like Hayden and Sienna and Cayenne. And we have grown closer together than we would have if it was just a normal school year. So I challenge you all to be present, be thoughtful. Try to catch more green lights. I know I will. But when you do get stopped at a red light, have the awareness that it's just part of life. And with the right attitude and mindset, you'll realize that the red light will turn green and you'll be back on your way towards your big dreams. To learn more about Matthew McConaughey and his new book, visit our show notes at dreambigpodcast.com/224, where we will include links to everything discussed on this episode. Are you getting value from the Dream Big podcast? Please let us know by sharing a review on iTunes at dreambigpodcast.com/iTunes or by leaving me a video message at sharewhathappened.com/dreambig. I try to respond to all video messages with a personalized video from me. Go to sharewhathappened.com/dreambig with your parents to learn more. That's all for today. This is Eva Cartman reminding you you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional, you need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion, the way life was meant to be. I'll see you next episode. Bye!